this review is going to go over like wet socks in January. But if you want to see me just not like a book that everyone else does, come back after the intro. Working Man Reads here, and happy Friday to you guys. Thank you for stopping by. We're here for a book today that I felt some type of way about. It didn't hit for me. It's very, very popular in the book community. I've heard a lot of things about it a couple years ago, and it was all the rage. But I finally read it, and it was actually for a reading prompt for one of the Halloween, I believe it's actually the Halloween-a-thon. I'm reading it a little early, but it's to read a a cosmic horror book by a person of color, written by a person of color. And first off, the next review I do will be this on my channel. When I get back from my trip, I'll probably post a vlog from some videos that I take throughout our trip to the Thousand Islands that my wife and I are taking, and then I will do that review as my next video. I'm also going to be starting the Hyde Effect. But we're here to talk about the Ballad of Black Tom. It's very popular. I am in the minority of people that did not care for this story. Mine is strictly plot driven. Why I didn't care for it, it just wasn't my cup of tea. And basically there's a lot better hardcore written reviews out there for this storyline. But you do follow this gentleman, and his name is Tom. I believe he was a jazz musician. To be honest, it was a little bit hard for me to get through. I am not well versed on Lovecraft and his material, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Please read this story for yourself. But Victor LaValle is an outstanding writer, so he gets 4 stars from me for his writing ability and the way that he drove the story along. That being said, though, there were some times where I was like, what the hell is happening? Why is this happening? Oh, okay, that happened. I forgot about that. Like, there's moments where you do get lost if you're not well versed maybe in Lovecraft. So, continuing on. The plot, there's basically you're dropped off, and this kid, he does a lot of things basically for money. He'll do anything for money, and he sells this book to this old lady who I got the vibes maybe she was like a witch and involved in the Cthulhu cult maybe. And long story short, he rips out one of these pages and basically doesn't give the lady the entire book. So I don't want to spoil anything, so that's where I'm going to leave that part. That's one of the plots. There's other things that happen where, emotional things where the main character is driven kind of to want to seek revenge for some stuff. So you get that, a little bit of a revenge story. Character work, I really didn't give a rat's ass about any of these characters. The author basically wants you to see the racist side of maybe Lovecraft's story. I guess it's Red Hill was the story by Lovecraft or something like that. Somebody will tell me down below because I probably butchered it. But basically, LaValle wanted to basically paint society back in the 1920s and stuff really like super racist. Everybody's racist, which I didn't live there, so it could quite possibly be the case. And also, he wanted to, I think, take some jabs at Lovecraft, but then also pay homage to Lovecraft, which was kind of cool and also super ballsy. So respect to Victor LaValle, like to say, hey, I hate this dude, but he really does mean something to the horror community. So that was cool. It's like that double-edged sword, like dude's a jerk, but he did write really well, and we got to pay homage. So it was cool. It was cool to see that, and him to put everything aside and just make a story kind of doing both at the same time. That's why he gets some writing props. Also, was it fun? No, not for me. It was like 2 stars worth of fun. I didn't really enjoy my time reading it. It was very short, though, so I did not DNF it, and I listened to the remainder of the story. Horror is cosmic horror, so maybe like 2.5, 3 stars, maybe 2 stars. So overall, I know most people enjoy this story. If you haven't read it, Definitely try it out for yourself. If you have read it, let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to talk about it. If I'm 100% off base, then tell me where I'm wrong. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of this story. So overall, I gave it 3 stars because I did think that the writing was good, and I'm not going to be done with Victor LaValle. I do want to read more by him. So yeah, give me a suggestion for that. I know there's like The Changeling, and then he's got that other one with like the bull on the cover, if I'm not mistaken, and I am totally The Silver or something. Yeah, forgetting. But please, if you enjoyed my content here today, think about subscribing. Definitely comment though, because I love responding to every comment and talking books with people. Yeah, peace. Happy Friday.